Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah, man.
Hey, 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 hey.
Sing it to him, Bridget.
Hey, hey, hey.
You know
Lightwalkers.
Yeah, man.
Wednesday night, we back.
Right back.
Walking in the light. I hope y'all had a beautiful week and weekend. and more days to come in the week. Some of y'all went out and trick-or-treated last night. Trick-or-treat,
Lots of y'all got tricks, man. You know what I'm talking
a lot of tricks went on last night. Some people got a treat, too. Some people got a treat, but they got a whole lot of tricks last night. A lot of tricking going on last night. Lot of that. Yo, it's Lightwalkers. I know y'all caught the Halloween lecture last night. Those that was checking it out. Peace to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We got to do the knowledge. This is Take Notes Productions, and we got to do the knowledge. Ain't nothing without the knowledge. To know is everything. Tonight we're going to do another one, Halloween Part 2, but we call it Rap-O-Ween. Y'all get it? Don't steal my stuff now. Don't be biting my bars and my stuff now. Rap-O-Ween is what we're doing tonight. Rap-O-Ween Part 2. Modern day Halloween that you see every day right under your nose. Yeah, we're going to look at how spooky that is. That's more spooky than the holiday is. I'd rather see some kids with some ghost costumes on, eating some Snicker bars and stuff than some of the stuff I see on the tube and in the modern life and reality. Some of that stuff, man, it's Halloween every day every single day for some of these people. And before we get started,
yeah, man. Bless the man.
I know some of y'all got the riffles and the sniffles.
Yeah, man.
You see, but you must get with Ancient Mystics all natural products. We got our syrups ready, y'all. We got our syrups contain that mullein, you know what I'm saying, that red clover, that hyssop, you know what I'm saying, those mints, all that good stuff that we need to take away them sniffles and bust that flu out you and clear that mucus out you. Make sure you get up with us. This is the product of the week. I got bottles now, y'all. Y'all can DM me. Call me, whatever you need to do, but support the products, holistic, organic made products. That means we do this right for you. Our children take a lot of cough medicine. They take a lot of that orange stuff and red stuff that they give you at them doctor's office. And you wonder why they bouncing off the wall. One time, my babies, when they was little bitty babies, their mama had some of that, and I wonder why they tearing up the house. I took me some, and I almost joined them tearing up the house. I said, I started making my own syrup made from our honey and all our natural herbs that we grow. You know what I'm saying? We grow, we pick, we bless, we fix. We give it to you so that you can get fixed. And this is our syrups. Y'all DM me for this and a lot of other wonderful herbal products. Look for our commercials coming. We got commercials coming. They're going to start rolling this month. You know what I'm saying? To all my Scorpios, this is Scorpio month. I'm in that month too, boy. I'm in that. Lord Cassius D is in that month. I love being a Scorpion. I love it. Peace to all y'all that got birthdays today. Well, Earth Rights, as we really call them. Yeah, and hope you live long and strong and healthy and don't do no wrong. You see what I'm saying? And this Lightwalkers. We're going to get into the lesson tonight because I want to dive into some crazy stuff tonight with this Rap-O-Ween thing. I want to really get into that. Man. You see what I'm saying? And see what it do. All right, so we're going to let you lead it off with our famous The Sun.
Yeah, just The Sun, straight up, man. Yeah, man, check it out. We like to dive in every Wednesday to our sun presentation, man. Monitor the sun and the activity we got going on this big giant beauty laying out there in the cosmos. So we like to view it from the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites, which are posted out there in Earth's orbit in between the sun and the Earth. And these particular satellites are able to view the sun through different filters or spectrums. Filters that provide different spectrums for us to see the sun and the activity that's going on, because obviously it's too bright for visible light. You understand? It's something serious. So nonetheless, man, we're going to dive in there as we do every week. And if you don't know, as we've been preaching already, we are starting to run into the upper echelon.
What we been doing? Preaching? Say that again. Glory.
Hey, I'm kind of rolling with it, man. I lost myself. But yeah, man, we out here giving it to y'all straight up.
You can say preacher. I like that. How glory. How glory. Go ahead,
straight up, man. Yeah, man, we're giving it to you live and direct. But nonetheless, man, we starting to climb up into what we call solar cycle 25.
Solar cycle 25.
Watch out, man. It's as intense and as spooky as it sounds. You know what I mean? And solar cycle 25 is supposed to peak in the year 2025, and it's supposed to be the peak year of highest activity for the sun in this 25-year solar cycle. You know what I mean? So a lot more X-class flares and high M-class flares coming off of the sun. A lot more particles being discharged at the sun. You know, that's going to interact with us and the planet, the ever-changing planet, I should say. Because as a whole, man, everything is. I mean, it seems like as the decades progress, man, there's more and more generational changes happening, you know, and a lot of these otherworldly factors or cosmic factors have a big play in the changes that we see going on today. So, nonetheless, we monitoring the sun here, and we see it's been a relatively slow couple of weeks, man. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of activity on the backside, off the sides of the sun, but nothing really direct facing Earth. You know, we see a lot of darker regions. Those are the disrupted regions, the unstable regions on the sun, and the cooler regions. You know what I mean? And you may be more prone to seeing discharge from there. So the sun's very interesting being in itself, and why it changes up like that, you know, it has to do with what it's composed of, the different elements, the different gases and metals, man, like hydrogen, nitrogen, you know, and these things burn at different temperatures, you know, so you might see these cold spots on there. And when you see those spots, look out for CMEs or coronal mass ejections coming off the sun. Now, something I want to touch on, you know, so because we have a slow week here, is that on Halloween, October 31st of the year 2003, so right after the turn of the century, there was the largest solar flare ever recorded, and it was called the Carrington event. And this thing was like of the upper class of the X flares. And when the Lasco was looking at it, man, you seen just everything go haywire. The satellite start to shake, a big blast come at it like an explosion, you know, like an atomic bomb. So it's very interesting, man, when we look back at this particular event, because the sun is overdue for big events like this to happen and start to have profound effects on the Earth here. And lastly, scientists are now predicting, man, that we are looking to peak in the solar cycle 25 a lot more earlier than suspected. So it's supposed to come on here within like the next year or less, you know, the peak of the solar cycle, and it's going to be longer and more intense, you know. So it's just a strange prediction or study done by the scientists that's monitoring the sun and such. So yeah, just be mindful, man, as we start to go into this next year, man, 2024, as things start to change up in the cosmos, man. That's why we like to monitor this every week, because we always got effects here on the planet from things going on and out there in the cosmos, man, on another world, on another plane of existence. So yeah, we're gonna jump off the sun here, man.
What you say, on another world, another plane of existence?
Another plane of existence,
deep.
Man. Watch out,
your man is deep.
Straight up, man. I love it, man. Yeah, man. So y'all make sure to tune in every Wednesday. We like to do our sun presentation, man, and study this cosmic being up there, because there's a lot going on above us, man. In the cosmos. So we're going to continue to monitor every week, man. So y'all make sure to tune in and join. So we're going to look at another solar wind prediction, the Enlil Solar Prediction Center right here. And this is pretty much giving us a look at, you know, the activity on the sun. The sun is always discharging solar winds, you know, as we've seen, you know, some of the explosions coming off the side of the sun at the 3 and 9 o'clock position. As the sun rotates, those cosmic winds rotate with it as well. And sometimes they interact with the planet as well. So you see down here, we're getting whacked by, you know, a nice band right here. Boom, a pretty intense one too, if you ask me. And we can even see it on the chart here, how it's detected on the meters, the plasma density readers. And it shows, you know, a spike right here on the planet Earth, and also on the planet Mercury and the planet Venus right here. So, you know, everybody out there in the cosmos is experiencing some type of activity all the time, man. So we just continue to monitor and be mindful of the changes to come, because there will come a time where the sun dies out. You know, it may be many billion years from now, or who knows, man, with the way nuclear, war is always on the brink nowadays, and we're going into space with the wars. We might see some Star Wars going on, and the sun might get blown up. You know what I mean? So it could become something serious out there. So we just got to continue to monitor, man, as time goes on, because there's a lot going on in the cosmos we got to be in tune with. You know what I mean? That's why we bring this to you every Wednesday, man, Lightwalkers. All right, man. So we're going to jump over here to our wildfire smoke monitoring. You know, we always like to check it out every week.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
We've been playing with this for the last 6-7 months. I'm telling y'all get yourselves ready, man. It's something in that.
And it's something to be
It's,
reckoned
I
with.
just think it's something in that. It's something phosphorus in there that ain't no good for us.
It's tripped out,
So
man.
I ask people, every time I see this, it give me this eerie feeling. Get yourself ready. Get yourself ready. Get ready.
All the signs are out there, man.
Yeah, get yourself ready. Get your immune system ready. Get your lungs ready.
Yeah, man.
Cause it's whoosh.
It's heavy, man. So yeah, let's jump back into it and take a look at where these fires are blazing up. So we see right up here above the Great Lakes in the Ontario region. Excuse me. Yeah, the Ontario region, Toronto, and we see a wildfire blazing up here in the forest, man, and kicking some serious smoke down here in the East Coast, getting caught up in the wind, being circulated back around. All that stuff's being pushed south and down on the East Coast over there. But we take a look here on the West Coast, and we see all the fires blazing up here. It seems like the concentration is now, centered right here on the upper BC area. And there's a lot of fires blazing up there. I'm assuming 400, maybe a little bit less right now, but the number was pretty high the last time I checked, man. And it was up there to 300s again. So, these fires are going to continue to burn, and they're getting caught up in these. Y'all can see the lines on here, man. The lines are representative of the wind directions, and you see that the winds are always blowing from different directions. We see winds coming out of the north, which is why we got all this cold weather and snow coming in. All this lake effect came up here in the Midwest yesterday, and all that warm weather is being suppressed down here to the south. And now we see the winds right here. If you follow the mouse cursor, we see the wind direction changing up and coming up from the south, bringing that warm air mass. And that's why we're going to get all this warmer weather this weekend. Kind of strange for the month of November, though not the hottest for the region. The hottest was back in like the 80s, like the 60s.
Yep.
Yeah, 1960s, and it was 81 on this day in November. So, something to be mindful of. I know we always talking about everybody, bringing the scare of global warming and such on, man, but there's been a lot more hotter years and colder times than this particular period in time. We just happen to have a lot more carbon monoxide and dioxide levels heightened in the atmosphere, which is, adding to, the changes of the planet as a whole, different environments changing up, weather patterns changing up. All these things are interconnected, man. It's like the butterfly effect, You take one thing out of existence, or you warp one thing in part of the natural cycle, it's going to set off a chain reaction, and you never know what's going to happen after that. I mean, we kind of seeing everything that's happening out there now. We're living in times, man, perilous times. Yeah, man. So out here on the east, man, we got to see some hurricanes churning up here by Maine and such, man, and out here on the west coast, but nothing too severe going on out there. But we like to check out this particular map in order to see the wildfire smoke every week. And as you see, she's still burning out there, man. So y'all make sure to be in tune with your respiratory and your immune systems, man. Now it's time, especially as the season's starting to change.
Man.
Yeah,
Because I'm over here barking and sniffling nine. I'm the herb man.
You understand? It's heavy like that, man. I don't know if this one's gonna roll for us tonight, man, but we'll see if she'll pop up. But this is just a view of the Earth here. We get to see a time lapse, a 24-hour time lapse from day to night. And it doesn't look like it might not go with us today, man. So we might have to save it for another
There
day.
she go.
There she go. All right, there we go.
There she blow.
We're looking out. Yeah, man. So as we see here, we get to see the Earth from day to night in a time lapse, 24 hours, and get to check out the different weather patterns and see what's going on. If we look out here to the east, where we see the west coast, West Africa right here, the Ivory Coast and such. This is where all that sand is blown off. You kind of see the dust cloud right here too, where the mouse cursor is of the sand, that gets blown out here and fuels the hurricane. All that dry air mass that gets blown over that stretch of ocean, and we start to see, as it starts to almost create a formation here. Even the disturbances down here, all these things get churned up in the cycle, man. That's why it's always treacherous at this time of year to be crossing the seas by boat or ship. Definitely something to reckon with. Nonetheless, man, she's going to be acting up on us tonight, so we're going to go ahead and continue moving. The last piece that I want to bring to us tonight, man, is just a nice earthquake map. I know I always like to bring a website or so, an interactive feature that y'all can take on your own time, man, and do some more exploring, do some more research, get some boots on the ground and such. But this is just an interactive global incident map, and it brings to us all the different earthquakes. And you can change it up. You can not just do earthquakes. You can do like severe weather and lightning strikes and things of that nature. But we just focused on the earthquakes because we've had a lot of volcanic activity going on down in the Ring of Fire, and out in California, there's been a lot of earthquakes centered around particular volcanoes out there, and out in the Hawaiian Islands. We've seen all the volcanoes erupting out there, causing lots of destruction. So yeah, man. we see all the different earthquakes coming up over here. Some are more intense than others, but it's just a nice interactive feature, man. You click on and see all these different things. It brings up the earthquake info. You can check it out. 4.3 down here in the Coney Islands, or the Kuril Islands, excuse me. And that was a couple of days ago. So yeah, up here in North America, nothing too much. Down here in Central America, a couple of larger ones. 5.1 down in Iztapa, Guatemala. Oh, interesting, man. I've been there way back in the day, man. I went down to Iztapa. And it was a beautiful place, man, right on the coast. Nonetheless, man, not too much activity. Kind of been a slow week for the world, but damn, we done needed it, man. There's been a lot of activity and a lot of other things going on, that we got to get into, man, and got to cover, especially as we come into this particular holiday or this new holiday that we that we have prescribed earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Some strange happenings, Halloween every day in this world.
Every day. But today, yesterday was Halloween, and according to the Christian church, today is All Saints Day.
Straight up, November the 1st.
And tomorrow will be All Souls Day.
That's right, brother.
All Saints Day is when they categorize the people that they call saints, and they bless the saints. And also it's a day that we celebrate the Orishas and their ancestors. So it's a combination. If you watched the Halloween lecture last night, I talked about how it's a combination between the Celtics, the Roman Catholics, and Africans. So that brings it to America, to that modern Halloween. But before we get into Halloween Part 2, which is called Rap-O-Ween, I like to first say peace and love and light to all my Zulu Nation family. All my Zulu Nation family around the world. Universal Zulu Nation around the world. We are in Hip Hop History Month. This is the month of hip hop history.
Don't forget it, man.
All right? This. And I'm going to tell y'all, it ain't no 50 years of no hip hop. It's 49 years of hip hop, 50 years of the Zulu Nation. I'm going to say that again. It's 49 years of hip hop and 50 years of the Zulu Nation. So to all my Zulu Nation fam around the world, across the globe, throughout the United States, I want to say Z's up, peace, unity, and love, and let's have some fun, enjoy life. But tonight we're gonna since it's Hip Hop History Month, we're gonna talk about Rap-O-Ween. Rap-O-Ween. What is Rap-O-Ween? That's a hell of a title, ain't it? Yeah. Rap-O-Ween. So that's what they doing. They Rap-O-Weening. All the images of us in the media and what the so-called stars and rappers. And I told y'all what a rapper is. A rapper is a recording artist pretending. Rap, recording artist pretending. Why do I say that? Because at first we were called MCs. Everybody was an MC, a master of ceremony, a microphone controller. That's what we were called. That was the element of hip-hop, MCing. And it went from that to the commercial style of rapping. And when it did that, I'm going to tell y'all, this is me. It's my perception. Hip-hop died after Biggie and Pac. After they did that to the West and the East Coast, that was through. They killed the spirit of it. They killed the spirit of it. What made its originality, the music formats of it, the styles of it, the creativity in it. After them two brothers was wiped out, something spiritually happened to the art form, and we became rappers. We went into the rap game. And the rap game is recording artists pretending. That's why everybody want to be a rapper right now.
Straight up.
Back then, everybody didn't want to be a rapper. It was only selected few because you had to have lyrics. You had to have bars. You had to have more than the 16. You had to have breath control. You see? You had to have creativity. Your music had to be different. It wasn't the same old cadence, same old sound, same old auto-tunes, same old everything. When you listen to new music, everything is the same old, same old, same old, same old, same old, same old, same old.
It's worn out, man.
You see, you'd be so glad to hear something new. I was in a place the other day. I was in a restaurant, like one of them bar and grills. I stopped there because it was bored. We stopped with a few friends. We stopped to see we get some sandwich in there. And we went in there, and they was playing all this new age music. Now, I know I'm an old troublemaker, but I see the new age people even don't like some of it. They talking about it.
Straight up.
You know, it's deep when they talk about it too. You see, the young folks say, man, we about tired of this, man.
Yeah,
you see?
man.
And they was playing all this music. And in between, he threw on that Rick James like a cold-blooded boom, 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 boom. And the whole place, everybody was bobbing their head. They played the long version of it too. Then he went back to this garbage, and it was like a day and night thing.
Yeah.
I said, wow.
Spirit done changed, man.
And
the record dropped.
After they assassinated those two brothers, who represented a future, because if Pac would have lived, there wouldn't have been no Jay-Z. Not like you see it. Not like the Jay-Z you see. He wouldn't have been on top like that because Pac was going to infuse and change the game. He's changing the game. And now we're into the modern day Rap-O-Ween. And it's sad because I talked about it in the 1990s and late 80s and 90s about satanic music. I kept telling, they ran me out of a few universities for it too. Boy, I got ran out of a few places. One place, the dean of students said, hey man, don't come back here with that. He was dead serious too. Do not come back here with that.
And you just exposing what's going on.
Yeah, I had the DJ at that time. I was talking about Run DMC's record, Walk This Way. And I was saying, if you listen to the lyrics, he's saying the same thing. But if you play the record backwards in 45 speed, listen to what he's saying. And he was saying, hell, Satan, he's our Lord. It was right in front of your face.
Wow.
Music masking. Boy, they played that record, shook up the whole college, shook up the whole auditorium. People were running, trying to pray. Seriously. I talk about the music happening like this now. The great distraction.
Yeah.
The hypnotized mind, the programming. The programming.
That's
the mass programming that they put on us. And now in the common era, with technology, they really giving us a show. Oh man, they giving us some Halloween shows. You ain't going to no rap concerts no more. If you go to a rap concert now, it better be some old school. They 50 years old or better. And they gonna party right. The music's gonna be right. And they gonna kick it and they gonna do all that.
Yeah,
Just like you see it on the so-called 49th, they call it the 50th year, 49th anniversary of hip hop. You know, they have all them shows. They've been having all summer. You ain't see no fighting at them shows. You ain't hear about no riots at them shows. Them people went there and saw Big Daddy Kane and all the rest of them. They enjoyed that.
That's right, man.
You see Big Daddy Kane say, I go to work. Everybody was dancing with him. Hey, Daddy Kane.
Straight up.
No, his knees was hurting after that. But you know what I'm saying? He still got down. He still got down.
Still got it how he's supposed to, man.
You know, the new age thing, it's so techno now. It's got so much technology to it. And it's not technology that's for the betterment of our image.
Yeah, for real.
It's technology in the dark side. And it's being used on us. and we don't understand it. So tonight we're going to break down some of it. We're going to talk about a little of it, discuss some of it, and leave you with something. Like I said, this is Take Note Production, so you make sure that you take notes. Okay? Get your notebook out. Do your research. You got to have HIV. Have your information verified. You must have that so that you can teach others and how to watch out for the trap, because we got to watch the trap now. You know, like trap music is trapped.
That's what it's there for.
Yeah, like my man, Travis Scott. You know, I ain't going to no concert like that, man. I ain't going to no concert like that, man. I ain't been doing
what we looking at here?
Look what they going into. What are they going into, man? This is what I'm saying. Is this too much, or am I just exaggerating, or is this just too much? Look at the imagery of it.
Yeah, we got to look a little closer.
Yeah, look at all the look at all the lost souls going into it.
Straight up,
like man. The lost souls.
Most of these people think, you know, look at this. This looks like a little new age crowd of girls right here. You know, and they probably have no idea what's going on, what they walking into, man.
No, hypnotized minds.
Exactly. So unconscious to it, man.
Hypnotized. You know? When 3 6 Mafia came with the record company, hypnotized minds, they knew what they was doing.
Straight up.
Because they sure hypnotized the man.
And look it up here in the O, man. We have what looks like a vortex, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A vortex.
Astro
man.
world.
Looking into it. And if you know anything about that symbol, man, if any of us look at it on any type of screen or a piece of paper, it looks like it's spinning in motion, you know? It
Yeah.
plays that optical illusion on the eyes, man. And that, in a sense, causes the hypnosis.
Yeah.
You know? Something that I found interesting, too, man, was that, like with reading a book, they say that the reason it's so important for people to read is because you become hypnotized from the bilateral motion, the right motion of the eyes, which hypnotizes the mind, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like the Reaper with the clock.
But what's getting me is, look what they going into.
Walking into the mouth of the beast, man.
And he winking at you. Don't you see his face? He winking at you.
Look like you got that one eye symbol.
Yeah. You got the all-seeing eye thing going on.
Absolutely.
So what is this concert and the technology that goes with it? And if you know anything about the Travis Scott concerts, the Astro World things and stuff like that, they had a lot of riots and trampling and all kind of destruction because he promotes chaos. He promotes rage. The music is rage.
Straight up, man.
It is rage music. He just had one. Was that him and Kanye West out there? And it's like they promoting rage. Here's the man with Jesus Walks out there promoting rage in the rage era. You see what I'm saying?
Sound like such a Luciferian concept, man.
It is a Luciferian concept, man. And it's demonic, meaning anti-human.
Straight up.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just amazed. How many, if y'all ever went to this concert and you didn't pay no attention to walking into this, I would be terrified to even walk into that.
And this is year number 2 of it, I believe, man. From what the research showed, this is from 2019. Remember, if y'all remember the original one, it had the tongue sticking out of the mouth, and people walked into the mouth of the beast.
Yeah, you know? I just took that one off. That was the one I took off.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because I thought this one was more. Let's go to now. Let's see what they talking about.
Man,
let's click.
Yeah, it's tripped out, man. Oh, it's nuts, man. There's a lot of numerical symbology in there too, man. Y'all got to keep in mind, man. What we got here, man?
You don't have to come off. You just click it.
We'll come off in the comments and shit.
Now, this is the inside of the concert. It's like a scene from hell. It's the pyrotechnics on it, the vortex in the back of it. You see the vortex in the back?
Yeah. It looked like it's
and the whole crowd is under hypnosis. It looked like some spirits or something on the side, like the shadows of spirits. I be watching stuff like this. And why do they promote the hellistic type things like this?
Yeah, man,
the visions of hell and the underworld and what you call so-called the devil. What you so-called the devil.
Respect.
You see, and he promotes what they call rage music. It's a rage. All your anger and your emotions, you're in a rage. You see?
Yeah, these are the lower forms, man.
Yeah. That's deep, ain't it?
Yeah.
I want this is what we call Rap-O-Ween. Not Halloween. Halloween was yesterday. Where Rap-O-Ween happens every day, right up underneath our noses. And we don't pay no attention to it. We don't pay no attention to it at all. It's just Rap-O-Ween. Go to the next one. Let's click it. It was a...
This was recently too, man. That music awards, the MTV Music Awards that recently passed us, man. And she was out here performing 3 particular songs, and the name of those songs are "Attention," "Paint the Town Red," and "Demons," in that order. Doesn't that sound like somebody's chanting a mantra or something?
Say that again.
"Attention," "Paint the Town Red," "Demons."
Wow.
That sounds like something you catch in a spirit box or so, man.
Yeah.
Like a ghost hunt. You know what I mean?
And look how they dress.
Wow.
If you notice the contrast of how she stands out, they all look like they're covered in blood. And look at the one sister right here. Look at her face.
Wow, man.
Like they under a spell, like they all possessed.
Straight up, man.
And this spell that they've been cast into is a sexual energy.
Oh yeah. Straight up perversion, man.
Yeah, it's a perverted energy. It's a sexual energy. And they covered in blood. And this was, and look at the fans on the side, how they mesmerize, hypnotize minds. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. And our children watching this. Our babies watching this.
We think it's just nothing, man, but this is all very symbolic, man.
Wow. We in trouble.
Hey man, we spoke about it last time in Signs and Symbols on a podcast ago.
Yeah, we gotta bring that back too.
Real talk.
I'm bringing back a new Signs and Symbols. I found a lot of new stuff. I research all the time. Take No Productions. Got to research all the time. This is and this, you know, we used to watch the award shows, and you would get great shows, great talent out there, a mixture of it. Now it's got this one type of demonic theme to it. And everybody goes to this algorithm of this theme.
Yeah, man. Everybody's attracted to it, man. It makes people feel some type of way inside.
Yeah, it promotes the anger, the rage, the chaos, the destruction in people, the sexual appetite of people.
Straight up.
It plays in your lower chakra.
Man.
You see? This is our music now. And this is not just done by the hands of them. This is done by the people that handle them. A lot of these artists, they don't have control. Some of them do. Some of them are just like this. This is who they are. That's why they being promoted. Because in the new game, a lot of the fan base artists now, record companies are dead. They have new ways of making money through the algorithms and the views and likes and the numbers. But they usually look for artists that have their own fan base. So some of these people have been doing this like this because this is who they are. They're born to do it like this. But a lot of this is created for them. They're in the mix
because about like a character is created for them?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Let's go back to Snoop, man. When I first saw Snoop, he was Snoop Doggy Dogg. He turned into a Doberman Pinscher. He ran down the block. The Metamorphosis, that was cold, but it was weird too. When he got with Master P, he was no longer a Doberman Pinscher. He was a Rottweiler.
Oh, wow.
When he got to the Dogfather stuff, he was a Rottweiler.
Wow, I never peeped it.
With red eyes, the same dog that was in the movie Bones.
Oh, no. Hey, that's crazy.
And he looked just like the dog in Bones. Some of these things are made by design for these artists. Some of these things are made to pass a message, to flood your psychic. Remember, you're in the age of the psychic vampire. So it's designed to glue you in, to draw you in, to hold you, to capture you, to instill, burn it in your mind. Yeah. And now you take this and you go out in the streets and you imitate this.
Straight up, man. It sounds so wicked, man.
You imitate this. I'm just looking at their faces. Look at her. That one girl at the top right there, she looked like she gone. She need an ambulance and straitjacket by the time they leave there. Let's go. Let's see what else we got on here, man. Because this Rap-O-Ween, y'all, we doing what they call Rap-O-Ween.
This seems like it's taking us into...
Oh, man. There go your man's, Chris. Wow.
Oh my! If y'all don't know who this is, man, this is that cat they call Sam Smith. You know, and you know if you like that, you know, kind of like United Kingdom music. You know, the music coming out of there. I don't know what genre you call it, but I don't know. He has some nice shit to me. I like music. I'm well rounded with music, but some older shit, man. When he was in like the suit and tie, you know, button up tie bear, I was like, you know, it ain't too bad, man.
But you'd be surprised. It's United Kingdom. But it's in America because this was an American Music Awards. This was a VMA. This was one of them premier shows dealing with Americans. So he didn't cross the market. And his whole show was demonic.
Straight up, man.
I had to rewind it to watch it again, to just look at the symbols and stuff that was in it. And while we on him, not to jump off him, but I want to stay on him. I'm going to go back to Snoop again.
Yeah.
I'm watching the hip-hop 50th, 49th actually, but 50th anniversary of hip-hop show, and Snoop up there doing his thing. He gone. He's singing some Drop It Like It's Hot. He's singing that version of Snoop. You know, the dance club, player type.
Yeah.
Snoop. He's singing that. And right in the middle of that, the music of colors.
No way.
Colors, the gang song, comes in. Y'all think I'm lying? Go back and look at the 50th anniversary. I think it's on the Nas show, the one that Nas threw.
Right.
And it's in New York, in the Bronx. Right in the middle of that, the music of colors come on. And it says colors, colors. And he started throwing up the gang signs. And he got this new look on his face, the thug look. And he just throw up gang signs. He do this for about 45 seconds. Crip walking and everything. Then he go right back into the song again.
What was the reasoning of that?
That's what I want to know.
Huh. Who gave permission for that to be put in there like that, man?
That's what I want to know. Why? There was no reason. It was not like he was going to sing this song because that's Ice-T's song.
Straight up.
The music to it came on with the words colors, colors. And he stopped and cripped it up and, oh, man.
It seems so subliminal, man.
Is that him swearing allegiance to what he have done? Because those are all peddlers of death or black death. Mostly all rappers, recording artists, pretenders are peddlers of black death.
Straight up, man.
That's how they get paid.
Wow.
The Lil Bootsies, all of them, they're peddlers of black death. They give you a story about Lil Bootsy. They say that he's a hitman, a killer. Yeah. He got bodies.
There ain't no excuses behind
He got bodies. And that make him this big character now because they promoting black death. You see?
That's twisted, man.
They promote black death. I like that boy Charleston White. He everybody say he crazy and that.
He keep it real, man.
He 100 with me.
Straight up, man.
He talking to you what's real.
That's right, man.
And it's Sam Smith. He had cages and blood and demons on the stage.
Yeah, he came out kind of like the Batman. He had like some dress or some skirt on too, man. You know what I mean?
I wonder how much that production cost. How much money they spent in that production?
Oh, man, he might have a shirt made from human blood or so, man. Or with blood weaved into it or so.
But let's go to who he really is. Go to the next one. Here you go again now.
Look at the transformation, man.
Look at him. This is the one you talking about with the black suit on and the ruffle. Is that a woman's blouse?
I don't know. I think it might have been a little bit before that time.
Oh, no. This dude here weird.
They couldn't fit in all the transitions.
But look at the transitions. Man, that one with that's the funniest one with the pink outfit on. Yo, look how happy he is. Like he ready to sing a gospel record, ain't it? Like he ready to holler, my Lord,
Lord.
Lord.
He got the cross earring right here.
Uh-huh. He representing so-called the Christ.
That's right, man.
Now, here, since you said that, here's something everybody should know. When them people get on stage and they say, I like to thank God, what God are they talking about?
Yeah.
Are they talking about the God you're talking about, the God of your Bible, the God of your Quran, the God of your Torah? Are they talking about the God of essence and nature? Or what God are they talking about? Are they talking about the God of the underworld? Because they quick to thank God, and you listen to what they do and what they promote. If I was the God you talking about, I'd be like, no.
You know, Brethren, I find it so fitting too. The brother's name is Sam or Samuel, which is also
Samael.
Samael, brethren.
Samael. He dressed like it, didn't he?
You overstand?
He dressed like it. Now look at his transformation.
Wow, man.
Look what he got on. And I'm gonna tell you, they actually promoting the other lifestyle.
Oh yeah, right in front of everybody.
Right in front of you. His transformation from the man,
yes,
to I found something, to I'm soft, to I don't know what this thing is black is.
It looked like a leather gimp suit or something.
Yeah,
like that.
That's some weird. I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't advise y'all to buy that. I'm gonna do one on the destruction of fashion coming too. Show y'all some of the new men's clothes that they're coming out with. They got some clothes that's out of this world. I wouldn't wear none of it.
Straight up,
you
man.
see, I know clothes was funny back in the 1970s with the Big Apple hat and the fish tanks and the shoes.
No, these cats wearing like
and wait a minute, they had tight pants. They had shirts but they was players still, though. They didn't represent a feminine. That was a monkey suit. That's what we call it. Go get you a monkey suit. You see, right now today, you go on the west side of Chicago, everybody got a monkey suit on. They like a pimp. They got a monkey. Something like a pimp. They got a monkey suit on.
But now it's strange.
Look at the clothes now. Look at the gender confusion that they promote now.
They're promoting demasculinity, man.
Yeah.
The emasculation of the masculine side of the brain, man. You know, or the
wow.
Yeah, it dives deep like that to me. You know, because we all got the balance. You know, inside of us, we all got the masculine and feminine sides of the brain.
Now, if you choose to operate the feminine side of you know, in your brain,
you know
that's what happens.
A lot of cats with low testosterone.
And a lot of the food that causes the high estrogen levels in them too now. A lot of boys are born like that because of the processed food and technology together.
Straight up. You know, we always talk about the balance in the family between, you got to have the mother and father, man. You can't have two mother, two father. I don't care what the argument is, man. If you overstand the natural balance.
It's an imbalance. There's no balance to that. And this is the new promotions. And here's the thing. We're following it blindly.
Yeah, man.
You know, I always say we better hope them Christians wrong because everything they say in that book is playing itself. And one of the things in that book, in the book of Revelations, it says that the great serpent, for he shall deceive the whole world.
Don't say he didn't tell you, brother.
Look at the deception the Leviathan has gave us. Wow. Let's go on, because some of this stuff is weird. This is weird.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. What kind of costume we got here?
That's Rap-O-Ween, y'all. Rap-O-Ween. Rap-O-Ween.
What y'all
It's Rap-O-Ween. And they in the haunted house.
Yeah, I think this out of Jacksonville, Florida, right?
Houdini said the haunted house of rap. Remember Houdini? Yeah. They had an album called The Haunted House of Rap.
Call it, man.
Look at it. Look at the young people now. Now, I'm offended because they got locks on their head.
Yeah, man.
But them actually dreadlocks because it's dreadful.
Understood.
The term dread means terrible. When the Mau Mau in Kenya fought the British saw all the Field Marshal Pratt and all these people that followed Jomo Kenyatta, who headed the Mau Mau. They were dressed in algae with these long locks, and they looked like the trees. And the British say the trees was running and shooting at them, and they called it dread. So when they hit Jamaica, it was dread. That's where you get the term dreadlock. Because it was dreadful, it was terrible, it was wicked.
Yeah, man.
It was ugly, it was shameful, it was out of society. It wasn't in the box. They demonized the Rasta man. You see, they demonized the Holy Sacrament. Oh. Now, in the modern day, they don't have to do that. We're doing it now. Because you will look at them and they didn't demonize this.
You see how these how the hidden hand always manipulates the righteous.
And where they getting these guns from?
Look at that.
Lightwalkers, where are they getting these guns from? Nah, they ain't buying them from the gun store. They passing all kind of gun laws and change the law. These young boys ain't getting them guns from no gun store, man. Where they getting these guns from, man?
You know what I mean? These things are humongous.
And these ain't even guns. These are weapons.
Yeah, military grade weapons.
That's weapons. That ain't guns now. They ain't no 38. They ain't no 45. They ain't even no Glock. That's some old military style weapon. They don't call it a gun. They call it a weapon. My weapon.
Straight up, man. I see a lot of brethren with this costume on nowadays, man.
Man. That's truly a Halloween mask they got on.
It's Rap-O-Ween.
That's Rap-O-Ween. Look at that Rap-O-Ween there, boy. When you see them on the street, you terrified. That's more terrified than any ghost that you ever want to see. Vampire, wicked witch, jack-o'-lantern, goblin, any of that stuff. This is more terrifying right here.
Hey, a lot of youth think this is the hot costume, man. You know
wow.
I mean? A lot of youth. Wearing
and he shall deceive the whole world.
Don't say he didn't tell y'all.
Wow. And they don't want to be like Mike no more. They want to be like this.
Straight up, man.
And this is the fantasy that's sold to you. And so many of our young brothers have walked to the graveyards. Funeral homes are doing mass business. In Chicago, they got a funeral home on 101st, and I want to say that's Halsted.
Oh,
yep.
Wow.
And is it Gatlins? They got drive-through funeral, man.
What you mean?
You drive up like you're driving through Burger King, put your dollar in the slot, and see the body get an obituary for $1.
Me and you could ride up on that?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
We ought to get the cameras and go out there and film some of that stuff.
Every day is
They
Halloween,
have
bro.
5 and 6 funerals at one time.
No way.
That's how big the funeral home is.
And I wonder what the ratio is to like elderly folks to young
More
folks.
young folk. More young folks. And you do the funeral home statistics, there are more young folks. They don't even need the funeral homes are working 24 hours a day because of the casualties of war that's coming in.
Wow.
And this is by the hands of those that promote Black Death.
Straight up. Don't forget it, man.
Wow. Look at that. Rap-O-Ween, y'all.
Yeah, this might have won costume of the year.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of cats dressing
What's
up like
wrong?
this, man. Oh, shit. My bad, brother. Moving too fast.
You got excited. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't go get your gun now because they got one. Don't you go get it because they got one. Don't go get it. Don't go get it. Hey, the picture's so frightening. It make me want to get up and get armed. You see? Because they might knock on the door and holler trick or treat. They might knock on the door and holler trick or treat. Can you imagine he's coming to your door hollering trick or treat?
Man, I might kick the door shut and run to the basement, man. You know
I'm
what
like
I mean?
Scarface. I get that thing and blow the whole door down and say hello to my little friends. Because listen, man.
Night of the Living Dead.
Before
Man.
you go on, the hands, these type of weapons in the hands of untrained young people.
Ooh, that sounds dangerous.
Not just untrained in the weaponry and the art of war, but untrained in the knowledge of self. Because these weapons are designed not to kill the oppressor. They're designed to oppress us.
What's up, man? Come
with
on.
compression fire. That's why they got switches now. Compression fire. If you know what that is, they shooting so many times walking towards you.
Man, we hear that some nights out here, man.
Yeah.
People riding that thing off, man. It sounds like an automatic weapon.
Hey, here's the thing, man. Who told them to stick this big old thing down their pants, man? How you gonna pull that out when it's time?
Remember that cat at the gas station, man?
That's just the most untrained. He had a big old assault rifle stuck in his pants.
He had shorts on at that.
And shorts.
And some damn slides, man.
Come on, man. He was off count. He was Philly Oaks. He was off count. The folks said he was off count.
Real talk, man.
He got a violation for that back in the day outside with some slipper slides on some shower shoes with a weapon that big hollering you something.
You look like a fool, man.
You couldn't do it
You ain't ready,
with the mob back then in the day. We skin your head. You get a violation. When you get to jail, you get another violation. When you get to penitentiary, you'll get another one. You're going to get it all the way down the line.
You're going to catch me
because
like
you lost the people or the folks' guns. You see what I'm saying? But now look at this, modern day Rap-O-Ween. And here's the fright that we laugh because we overstand and we try to bring knowledge, but bring some humor to it. But here's the downfall of it. Some 15-year-old, 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 11-year-old, 10-year-old, they going all the way down to 6 now.
Wow.
They are influenced by this. Here are all these generations influenced by this. This is deep, man. This is Rap-O-Ween, y'all.
Ooh, it's getting spooky in the house, man.
It's really spooky. Make me want to go get armed. Go to the next one.
Man.
I'm down looking at him. He's like, he gonna bust through the screen on me. Fired up in here.
I feel like Night of the Living Dead.
Man,
I start boarding up the doors and stuff.
You know, I was born a living dread in the dawn of the living dead.
Watch out, man. Y'all
like I said, I was born a living dread in the dawn of the living dead. Peep that one. Woo. On that note, put the crucifix up and let's go to the next one. Oh,
man.
Wow.
It looks like we're walking into the age of prostitution, brother.
You're Rap-O-Ween. Rap-O-Ween. Everybody got a mask on, don't they?
You ain't lying, man.
Everybody got a mask. Everybody got a mask on.
Straight up, man, because I know who you are underneath it, man.
What is happening to our daughters? What is happening to our young women? And here's the thing. In the 1990s, women fought and hollered. I'm a C. Dolores Tucker. Dionne Warwick.
Yeah.
All of them came and they said, we got to stop this music because it's degrading women. Everybody jumped up and joined Uncle Luke and them. We got the right to say this. And it took our women spiritually into a rabbit hole, a low frequency one.
Wow.
Now that women are fighting for more power and in power in the age of Aquarius, they do it to themselves now.
Straight up.
Now everybody says, well, Cash, wait a minute. They got the right to do what they want to do. They got the right to look the way they want to look.
Yeah,
that's their body. They get in the bag. Let's say it again. They don't want the bank. They want the bag. I want the bank. Which one you want, the bank or the bag? I think I'll take the bank. You have your money in the bag. Yeah. I want the whole vault, the checking system,
Come on, you give me the works, man. Give me the foundation.
I want it all. You see what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Give me some deeds and some all that.
The whole works,
I want the bank.
Yeah, man.
They say, well, they think this is how they get it. They got a right to do what they is. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this again. The great dragon, for he shall deceive the whole world.
Is this we're speaking about the serpent or the dragon?
Yeah.
Is that this right
here? Look at the snake on her. Look at the snake on her stuff. Y'all got to watch signs and symbols. We got to come back with that.
Oh.
And here it is. Why does she have that tattoo? You know, these symbols mean something. I like to really see this one on her arm, on her forearm right there.
That's one of them henna tattoos they say.
I like to see what it really say. I'm going to have to do some more research and pull up her tattoos and really get to it. This is how we research, y'all. You have to dig into these people because this influences our daughters, our grandbabies, our little sisters, our little cousins, Tay-Tay, Niecy, and them.
Oh, straight up, man.
You see? This is the influence. And some grown women. A lot of 20s.
A lot, man. That's the generation I see.
Gorilla. I ain't saying her name right here. Gorilla or Glorilla? Which one is
look, she got a gorilla tattoo right
then
here.
Then I'm going to call her what it's on her chest.
Hey, like Gorilla. Said, costume of the year right there.
Gorilla. She says, turn it up. It's all right to be in a hoe phase.
Come on, man.
It's all right to be a hoe in all your 20s. And that's what you see now, too.
Man, I see all these women saying that exact phrase nowadays, man. You know what I mean? They say,
so what happens when they get 30s?
Straight up, man.
They burn up.
You're going to be like this woman right here, burnt up, still out there, and now she's pregnant with a baby.
And not only that, man, she got some products that just came out. This Icky Red, that's what I call her.
Yeah, call
her that, sexy man. Nothing.
Nah, hell no.
Icky Red. Because if I was a young man, I would never touch nothing like that. Nah, that's what you call a chicken head. We're going to go back to the old school words. That's a chicken head, a bust down, a skank. I can go all the way back to the 70s with some words.
Yeah, man, real talk.
All right. She got a line of products that she came out, lip gloss, called gonorrhea.
Get out of here, brother.
The pink poo-poo. You know what I'm talking about. I can't say it all. They want to flag us. She got one called gonorrhea something. Look, these products, these are lip glosses she got with all these trifling names to them. Now, who is she marketing that to? God help you if you 45 and over and you buying some of this, listening to this music, and you wondering why you by yourself.
Even my generation, I call them 30s out too, man.
Yeah,
if y'all
man.
still doing that, you better check your damn self, man.
Now, who is she promoting these products and this music to? She promoting it to those 16, 15, 14,
high school,
13, 12, 11. By the time they come into the puberty and the menstrual cycle, they already indoctrinated by the psychic vampires with this concept.
This is jacking up the the female system in general, you know? In the body, man. See all these chicks.
They not the first. Here's the argument somebody gonna throw. They not the first ones to do this. You had the Trinas. You had the Kayas.
Oh, true.
Kaya was a little different, though. See, in that day, they didn't show all of that. You didn't get the videos like that.
True.
She made this on my neck.
Yeah, that was on like
my back.
BET late night or something at 2 o'clock.
Exactly, but she didn't have a video like that. Matter of fact, they cut Kaya out because Kaya was conscious. Her rest of her music was on something else. Oh yeah, go. She had a video, but it was not what they doing now. Come on, man. Kaya come from the end line of hip hop. The end line of hip hop is when hip hop's dancers changed over. Hip hop used to have dancers. Everybody had dancers. You see, even male groups, they had male dancers. They had them boys come out and break and do all them new type of dances, them street dances, and they were groups. And then they switched over into the booty shaking. The girls with the video vixens, as they was called. Yeah. The superheads and all of this. Yeah. They went from that to no dances at all to now the girls come back, the ladies, and it's the most raunchiest thing that they promoting. And look at the image of them.
It's perverted, man.
And them girls, and here's a strange thing about this. Them girls think they fine.
Real tough. That's why we see all the young youth with this plastic face with the big old palm tree eyelashes right here, man.
Like she gonna fly away. She back them eyes and take off.
So you got a couple of bat wings on there, man. It's tripped out.
Halloween, Rap-O-Ween.
This unnatural aesthetic. It's one thing to use makeup to heighten your features, but to totally change and create a mask. Come on, man. It's a whole other side.
You want to go really to the hypnotized mind?
Yeah.
The hypnotized mind is, if you look at Icky Red.
Well, true.
Y'all say Sexy Red, Icky Red. Look at the money in her hand. That is the master enticement. These are the Jezebels of modern day.
Straight up.
These are what they call the harlots of modern day.
Yeah, man.
And the great deception. Oh, you're going to get this bag. You're going to get this money. But now, every time you see them, they in the poorest lifestyle. Talking about they getting money, but they still in the hood.
Yeah, come on, man.
But they getting money. They getting money, but they still trapped and locked in the hood. Y'all holler at me, Lightwalkers. Y'all with me, holler at me. Each one teach one. We got to look at this for what it is. And we gotta try to prepare our minds, run and tell our children, teach our children, try to help some people escape some of this, because this is what you call the hypnotized mind. Rap-O-Ween. Happening every day. Wow, let's see what else we got on there. What else we got on there?
Oh, man. This is getting intense, man.
Yeah, baby.
This Rap-O-Ween for sure.
Oh, there go the queen herself. Queen of the damn. Now, this was an interesting picture. Her with the calf skin, the cow skin on, representing the cow. What's the figure called?
Yeah, they talk about this in like the Middle East, man.
In ancient, the Baal worship. How they came down, and then they said, when according to that book, that Christian book, when they tell the story of Moses, when Moses got him out of Egypt, and he wouldn't get the law of God. When he came down, they had built a golden calf, and they were honoring the Baal worship of the Baal gods. Wow. You see what I'm saying? And here is her demonic way of offering it. Now, who put this on her? Is this her costume, or is this her handlers handling her to put this costume on?
That's the question, man.
And why? And if you notice, it symbolizes the Baal worship, because at the top of it, you see the sun disk.
Oh, wow, man.
Just like, see it at the top of where the horns is at? You see the sun disk, just like the Baal worshipers. And if you look at the Baal worship of the golden calf, this was what it had on it.
Wow, man. Ain't that tripped out, man?
These are daughters of Lucifer. This is why they rich. This is why they in the limelight. Because they made the pledge. And there were thousands and thousands of women that poured into the Beyonce concert.
Yeah, man.
All over.
You seen how that went?
To be hypnotized. There were a few women, spiritualists and preachers that spoke out against it.
No way.
Yeah, people went at it because they saw it. But you're not going to believe them because of the great deception. For he shall deceive the whole world.
You ain't going to catch me partaking in no ritual that I have no... What Jasir said the last time. I ain't know what was going on.
Hey, man, I ain't doing it.
I ain't got no part of it.
I ain't got no part of it. I ain't doing it. That's why I say, y'all, when you go to these concerts, it is easy to hypnotize 1,000 people than it is 10.
Wow, you said that right, brother.
If you study the art of hypnosis, it is easier to captivate and hypnotize 1,000 people than it is 10.
That's right. Absolutely right.
And you are now fed this word sound along with this frequency of music. And you at home singing it. Ah, that's my jam. And you bring this demonic conception of a spirit home with you, and it's embedded in your DNA, and you pass this down to your daughters. And now watch this. She appeared as a character called Sasha Fierce as an alter ego. Sasha Fierce. What does the word fierce mean? Well, it comes from the word fear. You see? And fierce was rough, it was rugged, it was bad, it's you see?
Scared, man.
And she sold this independent woman spirit to women.
Yeah. Taken away from the women bondage, man. You know what I mean?
And it caused a generational hole to put mother against daughter again. Now, y'all think I'm playing when I say this, but this is real talk. This is real alchemy working at its best.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, man.
Alchemy working at its best.
Straight deception, man. The grand deception.
The greatest grand deception. Now, like I said, she with Jay-Z. There wouldn't have been a Jay-Z that you see right now today. Rich, Jehovah, the jealous God. If Pac would have lived. If Tupac Shakur was alive, it would not look like this. That's why he had to be eliminated. It's more to it than some Crips blood gangbanging. I know it is. It's too much go with it.
It wouldn't have been covered up for this long.
Too many people, too much money. On the back of the dollar bill, it says, "In God we trust." What God are they talking about? Like I said, when the stars get up on the platform and they say, and we love God, I want to thank God, are they talking about the God of the Bible, the Quran, the Torah? Yeah. Or are they talking about the God of the underworld, the God that controls the spiritual warfare, the Azels, the Beelzebubs, the Shamaels, and all of these different deities and forms that walk through the gateway of the 200? Are they talking about those?
Come on, man.
See, I don't want to get too deep on y'all here because this is Take Notes Productions, and I want you to take you some notes. You see, man. We Lightwalkers. We call Lightwalkers because we reveal we shine the light in the shadows in the corners to reveal the dirt in the corners so that you can see it and you don't walk into the wall.
That's right, man.
Follow me now, Lightwalkers. Follow me now. Run out and teach your children. Prepare your minds and run out and teach your children. Come on, we got work to do. Look what we under. Look what we under. I had to show this picture of her because this was a deep picture.
Hey, brother, to add to what you just said about, you're asking what God are we worshiping and such like that. What God are they referencing to? What are they worshiping? Check this out. On the quarter, if y'all ever know the quarter that we got here in the United States, if you notice, George Washington is always facing God bless America or whatever say on there, and God be trust or whatever. But now on the new print of quarters, he's facing away from that.
Yeah.
Which is tripped out. So now who has taken control, man? You know?
Man, listen.
It's because it's being imprinted in all of these particular designs.
I'm gonna say this Bible quote again. I quote from that book. I'm not no Christian. I'm not no holy roller. I don't subscribe to no European concept of nothing. But that book says the great serpent For he shall deceive the whole world. And that's what we're under. Oh, look at this.
How can they?
Make me want to get up and run, man.
I tell you, man.
Imagine somebody knock on your door, trick or treat, look like that.
I'm doing the same. I'm running to the basement, man.
I'm busting the captain.
Down. It's gonna get loud over here.
I'm throwing every. I'm gonna shoot all the bullets and throw the gun at them. Who puts them up to this?
Come on, man.
Is this their staging, or is this staged by, like I said, to all these artists? They have what they call handlers. See, this is what a lot of cats don't understand in the music business. When you sign contracts, you no longer have control over nothing. You know, people always ask me, hey man, would you help me do this? I don't want to be part of none of this no more. If you seek this glory here, I don't want to be part of this. I'm not going to help do nothing in this. Ooh. I'm not going to budge, move. I'm not even going to it. I'm not going to even listen to it.
I seem to be a wicked room to enter, man.
Come on. What is he selling us? Now, some people say, well, Cash, that's art, and he's got the right to do this like this, and come on, look at it. What's the difference than him and Beyonce, what we just saw?
Come on, man.
What's the difference?
Hypnotized minds.
We're going to get into some of the tattoos. I'm going to start going into their tattoos. That's next. What their tattoos look like and what they got wrote on them. Because I see a demon on his chest. You see it?
Right there, brother. Yeah, man, come on.
You see the demon? He got that tattooed on his chest. Looking at us.
This whole entire thing is demonic. It's like there's one here, he's one, the one in the background.
Yeah, look at him. And they say a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Come on now. They can't forget that.
Amen. Take notes. Prepare your mind and run and teach the children of the Most High. Our community, those that are with us, that can see in the light, that are light walking in the light, that don't live in the shadows. We got to get it together and prepare ourselves. Preparation. Look at this, man. And now here's a picture that this really gets me right here. Why did they make his eyes look like that?
Kind of hypnotized, man. It's got me fixated.
Right, the draw in. Now, he got pillars behind him like it's a heavenly set. It's so funny. The pictures are back to back in color, too. He gone, too. See, he say some things. He yell out some things when they biting him in his butt.
Yeah.
But he gone too. Because to get where he been, to become that superstar that he became, he had to first be this person. He had to sign the contract to be this person. You see? King K said he had the Holy Grail. That what's the name? Montero. What's his name? Lil Nas X had the Holy Grail on his back. He sure do. I'm gonna get into their tattoos too. That's my next research project. And some of my Lightwalkers out there, DM me if y'all go and do research. Send me stuff. Let's link up. I'm gonna be bringing people in a minute too to talk about some of this stuff because we really are in what they call Rap-O-Ween, which is the celebration of Black culture every day. And I'm going to tell you something. This culture influences the whole world. In China, in Africa, in the Netherlands, in one of the coldest spots on the world, Greenland. In countries you never dreamed of, that this culture, that is born out of that the black folk run around hollering is hip-hop culture. It ain't no hip-hop. Hip-hop is something totally different than this spiritually. This is rap, recording artists pretending. Hip-hop was not drugs. Hip-hop was not guns. Hip-hop was not tomfoolery and whorism, and that wasn't hip-hop. Hip-hop was designed to take us away from that. Peace, unity, and love, and having fun. Those were the elements. And there were 4 elements. The DJ element was first, the B-boys was second, the MCs were third, the graffiti writer was the 4th, and that 5th element, knowledge, culture, and overstanding. To get the 5th element is to know all the elements and be able to overstand, practice, produce, make, create, and love those elements. And these make better communities. Hip-hop stopped gang banging. Yeah. In the late 1970s in New York City, hip-hop put a damper on the gang thing. That's why they don't tell y'all the real story about hip-hop. That's why they left the Zulu Nation out. They tell some old tripped up stuff about the leader of the nation, but they don't talk about the nation. And all the guys is up there on the Bronx River and the Melly Males and all of that, they Zulu Nation.
And they didn't say a damn thing about it.
They Zulu Nation. How dare you have hip-hop in the Bronx, New York, and you don't play Planet Rock? How can you do it? What? What? But we glorify the evil ones. Everything in our culture that is glorified is evil. Put something good out. They don't tell you that. They don't even tell you about some of the artists that do good things. They tell you about all the evil and how many bodies they caught.
Yo, none of them talking about building nothing, man. Everything is very Luciferian in a sense, man. Everything is very selfish. You know, the music is very selfish, man.
The I-Man concept.
The I-Man concept.
That's why they destroyed rap groups. Rap groups were more powerful because 2 or more gathered in spirit brings the great spirit, the harmonization, the linking of souls, the spiritual output of those linked together, more power and more power. Now all we have is hypnotized minds. And like the little Grim Reaper say, the clock is ticking, baby. Where are we heading with this? I'm scared, man. I gotta go wash with some holy water. I gotta make me some holy water, my own holy water, not from no church. You see what I'm saying? This is...
It's been heavy out here tonight, man. I'm sweating up here on the Lightwalkers.
Y'all know I don't take my glasses off because it's so bright in here. I can't see nothing. You can't see, I can't see, we can't see. Let's say it with me, y'all. You can't see, I can't see, we can't see.
We got Colombia checking in. Zulu, Colombia, man. Check it out, man.
Yeah, peace to my Colombian family.
Yeah, man.
Peace. Happy anniversary to all my Zulus in Colombia. Yeah, Z's up, baby. Yeah, Lord Cassius D.
Yeah, man.
Y'all know how I do it. 5th Universal of the mighty Universal Zulu Nation. We doing it strong. Happy anniversary to all the true school. Old school, new school equals the true school hip-hoppers. True school. That means those that practice the elements that took us out of the streets. And if you know the elements that took us out of the streets, you can teach others how to come out of the streets. That's what it was designed for. That's why they don't want to tell you the real history. That's why they blind the story and they attack the leadership and with accusations and all of this, and nobody ever proved nothing, but it's all accusations. But then this was an excuse to rewrite the culture and rewrite the history of the culture. You see, to rewrite it so that you will know that these people came out the Bronx, New York, and stopped gangbanging. Now here's all these other people come to, we're the original fathers of hip hop. There's only 3 Trinity fathers that we recognize in the culture that made a significant contribution. Everybody had a contribution. All the DJs had a contribution from Hollywood on down. But when you talk about hip hop, there's 3. Grandmaster Flash, Africa Bambaataa, and Kool Herc. And under them sub DJs, Starsky the Love Bug, Grand Wizard Theodore, AJ Scratch. And then the list goes down and down and down and down and down and down and down. Until we tell the truth, we're going to be doing Rap-O-Ween all the time. This is what the culture has turned into. Rap-O-Ween. Ghosts and goblins every single day. When you cut YouTube, Instagram, everybody naked because they Rap-O-Weening. They Rap-O-Weening. They've been taught not to trust nobody. You can't trust nobody. Everybody, and the men underneath this Rap-O-Ween system have become so emotional. Men have become emotional. They womanly. I had a brother tell me, I got to teach you how to treat me. A woman say something like that. I ain't heard no man say nothing like that. We become emotional. Now we need guns everywhere we go. We got to kill each other. We got the wars against us against us. And I'm going to say this again. I can't see. You can't see means that we can't see. What is our future generation going to do? Lightwalkers, what is our future generation headed to? 10 years down the line, if we keep riding this slippery slope of alcohol with rusty razor blades on our butt, where are we heading to with this? Artists, who's controlling you? And if you have control over yourself, why don't you promote the power of light? Why is everything darkness? Why is everything guns and dope? Is that everybody's existence? No. This is Rap-O-Ween, season of the witch. I like to thank God. What God? Who we got in our section today? I see King K. Peace to my son. I see my Zulus from Colombia.
Got Wally in there.
I see Wally.
What up, Wally? Down the Ville, we missed the meeting of the minds. Harlem Theater's gone.
Well, you having a meeting of the minds right now, good brother. We're going to have another one coming up.
That's what we do.
All you got to do is keep tuning in to Lightwalkers. I'm going to bring y'all something special. We going Lightwalkers 5.0 now. We about to kick it up a notch. Now, I hope y'all really enjoyed our presentations today because we're going to turn it up a notch. We done said, and we said, hey, man, we done warmed the people up all summer. We done kept them going. Now, let's put the heat on them. Let's put the heat down on them. Y'all join us on our YouTube channel. Look for our Patreon cover. Make sure you do products with us, too, if you ain't got your products. And like I said, I had a young person come and tell me that they like your son presentation. I've heard some people say, I love what he got my son looking at the stars and the sun. And this is what we want to do. We want to kick the inspiration. Yeah, I'm going to keep it positive and 100 positive. I'm going to keep it OG 100 positive. You don't hear no saying like that. I'm going to keep it OG 100 positive. In the great words of the song, everybody rapping, but they don't know how. Should have seen a man rapping to the cow. He rapped so hard that the cow saw smoke. This Lord Cash is deep.
Man, your brother Chris Lyon.
Stay tuned for next week.
And y'all make sure to go back and watch this episode again.
Yeah, watch it again. Share this episode with some more people.
Some nice people.
Share it with some more people.
Let us know your favorite costume, man.
Yeah. And y'all listen. Don't let your little sisters and your girlfriends and your grandbabies and your daughters, if y'all see them trying to slip into this darkness, like the war said, slipping into darkness, you help bring them back to the light. It's been Lightwalkers, y'all. Peace.